Hello and welcome to this updated video of my camera collection, building on the previous one which I already posted. I collect cameras all the time, so the collection has expanded somewhat since the previous one. So I thought I'd do an update with some narration to help things along. And first up we have two of my oldest cameras, both of these circa 1890, 95. It's very difficult to date these old wooden cameras. On the left we have a Underwood Albion, and on the right is a Shu Eclipse. Move over to the main shelves, and first there is a bit of an oddity, an Escura camera. Shoots Instax mini film. I got it via a Kickstarter. Unfortunately it never worked very well, although it does look the part. Next door to that is of course the Polaroid SX70, one of those beautiful cameras ever made in my opinion. Alongside that is the Spectra, and alongside that is a pinhole camera. It's a handmade pinhole camera I bought. I can't remember who I bought it from now, unfortunately, otherwise I would name check them. They made a lot of cameras and looked really nice. Then another Polaroid. Next up we have the Mamiya Press camera, followed by a Konica Omega Rapid M. Lovely shutter mechanism on that camera. Wind-on mechanism, I should say, rather than shutter mechanism. Some more Polaroids. I went through quite a phase of picking up Polaroids. And in the corner, interesting one, it's a Moment camera, which is effectively a Soviet-era Russian copy of a Polaroid. Downstairs, there's a fairly mundane selection here. Couple of White House beacons in different formats. Mamiya C220. Then on to a selection of Bantams, including the Kodak Bantam Special there. Absolutely beautiful. Even had that in the form of, I found my wedding cake in the form of that. Bullets up there as well. Couple of 3D cameras. Some old Argos bullets, not bullets, bricks. Another beautiful camera there is the Wera 1 in green olive, and in the corner, looking very unassuming, is an original Kodak Brownie camera from 1900. That's quite a special little one, historically speaking. Coming down, we've got all my Fed cameras there on the top row of those shelves, with a collection of mini cameras underneath. My wife in particular loves tiny cameras, so she bought me quite a lot of those ones. And moving on to the sort of little art deco section of the Kodak gift camera there. A couple of Bo Brownies are looking lovely in art deco. Next door to that is Rolleicord and a Welter Perfecta, and I love the Perfecta. It's a lovely folding camera with a unique pop-out mechanism. Some more little mini cameras, including a Gemplex at the front there. Another Shu camera. This is a Shu Zit XIT, one of the several models of that were made. This is my little collection of Ricoh Auto Halves. I love little Ricoh Auto Halves. I've done a separate video on auto wine cameras which features those. And then just a few more cameras in the corner there, including the Argos Lady Carefree, which technically it's my wife's, I bought it for her. And onto this little section which includes my most expensive camera I own, which is the Lecoultre Compass camera. Only 4,000 of those ish ever made. Also a little Kemp Combi camera at the front there. Very interesting little piece. And tucked at the back there is the colourful one, Glory's in the name of the Ansco Readiset Royal number 1. And on the other set of shelves here, there's a few random ones, most of which actually belong to my wife. Nothing particularly special over here, although this is interesting, which is the Imperial Savoy Mark II. Interesting because it's essentially a Hurco Imperial camera. It was just turned on its side and with the nameplate swapped around the other way with the rebranding. For some reason, this looks. I really love it in this format, and really not interested at all in the other format. So that's interesting bit of rebranding there from them, and a few more over here. A lot of these I bought for my wife. Well, the one at the end there in front of the painting, that's mine. And these are all my wife's in this little cabinet here. I'm including it just for the heck of it. And so these are all digital cameras, including the OM3 there, which is her main camera. A lot of the others I bought for her. Last Christmas she basically made me a huge mystery box full of cheap cameras just for me to have the fun of opening. So I sort of did, knowing that was happening, I did the same for her on a smaller scale with digital ones. Moving upstairs now, where my collection does rather take over the house. So here's a few. Let's see what we've got up here. Notable here, the 3 Canon rangefinders. I do like rangefinder camera. So over the LT and the 7 and a Canonet there. This poster is quite interesting, only in that that's an old genuine advertisement from a camera shop, and I do happen to have a camera which was bought decades and decades ago in that shop, so that's very interesting. On this shelf we have quite a few half frames, a couple of Olympus ones in particular. I found myself quite drawn to Olympus cameras lately. Shelf below we have a lot of APS, Advanced Photo System cameras, a short-lived replacement for 35mm, which never really got around to replacing it, along with a lot of 110 film cameras. I do like the form factor that the APS film cartridge size allowed. I've got some very interesting cameras out of that era. And I've used a fair few of them with using expired film. I've had some okay results. It's a mixed bag with expired film, as always. Obviously you can still get 110 film, and I try to use those, as I try to use all of my cameras, but I'm far behind in the actual process of doing so. Next shelf down, this is my digital shelf. I've only quite recently got into digital cameras. My Olympus Pen F that you see there is now my main camera. I have a couple of lovely Mavicas that use floppy disks, 3.5-inch floppies for those that remember those. Again, I said I've got into Olympus, and you can see I have quite a few Olympus digital ones there, along with an Instax and a lovely yellow Pentax, which will go nicely with a Pentax camera, which I know for a fact I'm getting for Christmas. So a range of digitals, so mostly Olympus, because I do find they do interesting things with their designs compared to some others. So that's that shelf. And over to the next batch. Nothing hugely exciting in this particular set, although it does have my one and only Leica there in a form of a Leica Flex. Zenith E there from the Moscow Olympics 1980 branded one. So I say nothing interesting, but cameras are always interesting. I think that's the beauty of them, why I have so many. A couple of movie cameras there. I only have the 2. I love the design, but I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of collecting those as well, so I have to stop myself at 2. Got the nice selection of various models. 3 Sardina cameras there. They come in lots and lots of colours. They're all presents from my wife. As many of these cameras are presents for my wife, of course. She always knows what to get me for Christmas and birthdays. Again, we just scroll through. That's a little lighter, the one in the middle there. It's not actually a camera. But, so lots of interesting different. You can see I love to get all the different shapes and sizes that cameras come in, which is what kind of drives my collecting. So many different options for them. I apologise for the rubbish filming of this. KW Pilot there at the top. It's one I was lusting after for a while and finally managed to acquire one at a not ridiculous price. That's an old developing lamp or something of that nature. I can't remember exactly what. Plauber Machina, lovely. Couple of Polaroids, one of which has been adapted to take Instax as a transistor radio / 126 camera. And more shapes and sizes. Coming up we have another 3D camera. This is Viewmaster. Works with the Viewmaster viewing toys. We like to make slides of our holidays, so we use that quite a lot. The painting you can see there, that's obviously painting a couple of my cameras that my wife had commissioned for me from one of our favourite artists. And on to the last couple of shelves now. Not far to go. Again, just examples of the almost infinite range of styles and shapes that cameras can come in. The nickel mat at the back there was a gift from my father-in-law. And coming up at some point soon is the first camera. There it is, just coming to frame now, I think. The first camera I ever got, which is a Kodak Retinet F. Bought as a shelf piece just to add a bit of variety. Decided to run a roll of film through it, and the rest is absolute history. Chinese camera there. A few Chinese cameras. Again, I do like to get quite anything which is a little bit different, a little bit interesting. That's what draws me in mostly. The Brolac paint can there. That's obviously 110 format lent itself to some quite good novelty cameras over the years. Couple of nice little form Rollei cameras there, small, compact, nicely designed cameras. I do enjoy. And we have a couple of very nice small 110 format ones there as well. So that is essentially that. That's the end of my collection so far. It will grow again at Christmas, I know. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Apologies for the very, very poor filming and slightly rambling narration. Next time I do one of these, I'll try and do it much more professionally, but this will do for now. So thank you and goodbye.